Greetings, galactic Sherpas of the 12-dimensional frequencies activating all star codes in the Starseed Nation here now in the midst of this great shift. The shift of polarities, the shift of the harmony pairs of divine union of the Heros Gamos here now. We are being fully activated, all starseeds, star blossoms, way showers, activators and manifestors of the new earth, the new Eden, the new Lemuria, the new Atlantis, and the new Camelot. So earth angelics, rise up, wake up, and sing to the heavens. Speak your truth and activate your throat chakra with the blue ray of the Lemurian, the Venusian, Elven lineage of the eagle and the condor. Sing your praise of celebration and speak your light language, the language of the spheres, of the goddess of the divine feminine, encoded within your 12-strand crystalline solar Christos DNA, which is coming fully online now. The portals are fully open and fully activated, merging all timelines, all bodies, all memories, and all codes of the infinite multidimensional crystalline light bodies of the indestructible diamond body of light. We have many great things coming through, many alignments, many synchronicities. Today, as I was listening to a conversation with Alfred Weber and Gary Peter Carlson about the planetary ascension in conjunction on December 21st, 2020 at around 11 a.m. PST Pacific time, I was thinking that is when I'm booked up in this hotel where I joke about Hotel California, that I feel like, once I'm in here, you cannot leave kind of thing. Although it is in jest, but it feels that way at times, and I realize that I'm booked until the 21st at 11 a.m. I have to be out of this hotel, so it's symbolic and synchronistic of freeing us from the prison of the Matrix, or that concept of Hotel California, or the archonic concept of the time loops, or being trapped in time, or being trapped in the reincarnation cycle, which is a lie, which is nefarious and part of the dark agenda to keep people trapped in that consciousness of fear and trapped in that cycle of the unknown, or the cycle of amnesia. And this shift and ascension is about freeing ourselves from those concepts or constructs or belief systems, programming we call that. And today, as I was speaking with one of my sisters back in Cleveland, my sister KK, Catherine, I was talking about how this alignment, this conjunction, the solstice, the Star of Bethlehem is part of the process that is going to remove and take the power away and the energy away from the psychopath, reptilian, Luciferian, whatever name you want to give to the psychopaths that have kept human in slavery, enslaved mentally, physically, emotionally, and that has propagated the lies and the deceptions and the deceit, keeping people in the dark, keeping people ignorant of the truth. And that is part of the revelation, the revealing and the apocalypse, the unveiling of that which has been hidden and that which has been programmed into the consciousness of pure aware beings of light, to keep this game going for as long as they could hold control. But that control is ending, and part of this process, part of this shift with this powerful conjunction and alignment is to assist humanity and all beings of conscious light to be free from the construct of the Matrix and to be free from the illusions and the ignorance of their true divinity and their great brilliance. And as I was speaking to her about these concepts, that I started getting a real loud ringing in my left ear and then both ears, which is very rare for me to get both ringing in both ears at the same time, and it got louder and louder as I spoke. So we're seeing and feeling and experiencing the removal of their technologies, the removal of these energies or these frequencies that have kept humanity in the dark and the lower energies and trapped in the third dimensional frequencies of separation, duality, negativity. But until then, since we're still in 3D and I have bills to pay, I'd like to thank everyone for their financial support on Patreon. We're relying 100% on the pledges and donations, so thank you everyone for supporting us. If you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. And thank you everyone for supporting my sacred condor and purchasing her goddess dolls. She put more up today on lunagoddessart.com. So be sure to go check that out and see her beautiful goddess figures of divine light and love that you could get for yourself to put on your altar, to place in your vehicle, in your car, which comes encoded with the divine blessings of the eagle and the condor, of the divine union, divine love, and divine freedom for all humanity. So I've been working on a special gift for our supporters on Patreon, which hopefully will be uploaded tomorrow, which is the encounter I had on the second day, the second herd of Wild Horse, as the beautiful white mare, which was the leader of this troop, came up to me, and we had a connection and interaction. So I have multiple pictures and video, which I'll be playing the Native American flute, maybe tell a short story above it about what happened when I interacted with this great white spirit horse in the Death Valley Desert on the journey to my sacred condor, which will be the first time I'll release the footage and the pictures. So be sure to look for that. If you're on Patreon, I'll post it in the community tab once I have it uploaded. Plan on sometime tomorrow on the 17th. Also remember tomorrow on the 17th at 5:04 UTC, Saturn enters Aquarius. So we do our first booster meditation for the Age of Aquarius activation on the solstice, and then on the 19th, which will be Saturday, at 13:08 UTC is the second booster meditation, so be sure to check out that video. We also have a post on our website, primedisclosure.com, timeline situation update and 2 booster meditations. So take a look at that. If it resonates with you and you want to join in on preparing the 144,000 for the solstice Age of Aquarius activation. And we have a very special treat, a special gift at the end of today's transmissions from Mama Bear, which is my sacred condor's mother, who is a genius astrologer. Thank you, Mama Bear. We will read a story, a poem, a short story that she wrote about this upcoming solstice, which will transmit many activations for all of you. And I'm sure she will be teaching many of you on the new earth. I myself have already learned a lot just knowing her for several months. So thank you, Mama Bear, and wait till the end of today's transmissions for this very special transmission. We'll take a quick look here at the Schumann. Was at 25 hertz again today. Yesterday 25, today 25. Amplitude, overtone, so that creates the 7-7, the 77 energies. Today we had, in the last 24 hours, 127, so there's a 37 encoded in that, 37 into the 73, heaven on earth. The most powerful today in South America, and the sacred portal of the Andes Mountains in Peru, 5.6 with the 11 energies of the sacred, the second portal to my sacred condor. Chile, South America, 4.5 with the 9 energies. Puerto Rico with the Atlantean energies, 3.4 again with the 7 code. The Virgin Islands with more Atlantean divine masculine energy coming in, 3.8, which creates the 1111 portal. The Atlantean and the Lemurian energies coming together. Philippines with the Lemurian, 5.1. Chile, South America, 4.0. Indonesia, 4.5, again 9 energy. Puerto Rico, 3.0. Papua New Guinea, 5.2 with the 7 energies. Also on the Ring of Fire of Lemuria. Chile, 4.2. In the Crown of Lemuria, 5.0 in the Aleutian Islands. South of Fiji, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, 4.6 with the 10 code, 575 kilometers depth. So going deep within Pachamama. Philippines, 4.9. with the 13 of the Divine Goddess, Japan 4.1, Colombia, South America, and the Crown of the South, the Crown of the Condor 4.9, again 13 Divine Goddess energies, Peru 4.3, Chile 4.3, 77. Puerto Rico had several activations this afternoon, 3.2, and then two 3.1s of the 44. So today, again, many activations, all portals open, the Ring of Fire totally activated, the Lemurian energy rising of the Divine Goddess, and the Atlantean of the Divine Masculine. The Father, Mother, God energies merging together to create divine union. Heros Gamos, here now, forevermore, 1111 coming in. Today we start our first transmission from Divine Sister of the Light Shelley Young with Archangel Gabriel, the remarkable physical vehicle. We understand that the energies you are experiencing on your planet may lead you to believe that being in the body is a challenge with few rewards. But we wish for you to know that your body is an outstanding tool that has many wonderful advantages. The greatest is that it allows you to experience the full spectrum of feeling. It is through that feeling that you are able to have the full experience of love, whether it be feeling a baby kick for the first time during pregnancy, holding a child tenderly in your arms, affectionately caressing another with care, giving a compassionate touch of encouragement, a hug of comfort, the excitement and wonder of a first kiss, or the complete intimacy and bliss of your sexual relations. Your body allows you to experience love in a way that can't be replicated anywhere else. The social distancing you have had to adopt this year has made this more clear to you than ever before. Your physical bodies are remarkable vehicles for the full and glorious expression of love, dear ones. And that is worth every bit of discomfort you may experience during these transformative times. The intensity will eventually wane, but the love will continue in more expanded and profound ways than ever before. Celebrate your bodies for the many ways they serve you, for they are incredible tools that allow you to have the most tangible experiences of love. Do you see? You are on the planet as embodied explorers of love, and that is one of the greatest gifts of all. From TrinityEsoterics.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie Wright. We are glowing brighter than ever before. Rapid shifting of timelines, huge shifts from fear to love, much dissolving of density and embodiment of heart-centered being. Divinity, I am. Much is unfolding behind the scenes. We are rocking this shift. We are doing an amazing job at releasing all that no longer serves, shifting the entire collective consciousness, and many are in final stages of fully breaking free, remaining heart-centered, focused on that which you wish to create, holding your vision on the highest good of all, listening to the heartbeat of the new, trusting in the magic of new beginnings, creative expression, connecting with nature, sunshine and magically transformational energies bathing the planet, stillness and remaining hydrated and immersing self in water, will assist in allowing all to flow with greater grace and ease, will lead to much expansion, peace, joy, and will, shifting our physical reality more swiftly. We are powerful beyond measure, and more releasing all fear and stepping fully into their power. Much change is occurring within physical vessel as we shift from carbon-based to crystalline. Many physical symptoms presenting headaches, dizziness, fogginess, changes in appetite, sleeping patterns, exhaustion, earaches, heart palpitations, heart expansion, flu-like symptoms, much healing, heightening of gifts and abilities, and age reversal is being activated. Some may experience an increase in symptoms related to having a disease, ailment held in the body. It is actually breaking apart for release. If you are experiencing being uncomfortable, know it will pass. Taking time to pamper you and listening to your vessel, it will tell you what it needs, will assist in managing physical symptoms of this transition. As we heal, we are shifting the entire collective consciousness and transforming all in our presence. We are the magic. Our time has come. There is nothing to fear. All is unfolding in perfect divine design. It is done. Freedom forevermore. Nothing can do the light that shines from within. Keep glowing through it all and know your light is assisting with the shifting of the entire collective. Together we have liberated Earth and humanity. We are golden. Your presence is a gift. Shine on. So a quick side note, a couple of the images after the transmission yesterday with the bluebird. Many people have been commenting about the bluebird energy, sending me pictures today, and the video is a photograph sent to me by one of our angels on Patreon, Divine Sister of the Light Cecilia Watkins. So we'll be posting, if I remember, every day an image of a bluebird to transmit that energy of the blue, of the healing, of the abundance, of the happiness, the joy, the bliss, and our Venusian lineages. And the photograph you see in the video today of the tea set with the sacred teapot is a photo I took today after having a tea party, a tea ceremony with my sacred condor and some of my soul star family. So we'll be doing many of these tea ceremonies at the Healing Retreat Center once that is manifested. And we practice an art called Gong Fu Tea, or 5 elements tea. We call it Cha Dao, Chao Tea, Dao the way of tea, which is a spiritual art. It is a beautiful art and one that anyone can practice and enjoy. And in the Taoist arts, we say tea is our medicine. So be sure to drink a lot of good, healthy tea, especially our oolongs. And one of our favorites, Lady Orchid, also called Blue People, from our blue Venusian higher dimensional selves. So we continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. God is filling all of your emotional needs now. He is ensuring you receive your sacred union through today's collective healing and restoration of the divine masculine Christ. Your collaboration with the Most High today is ensuring the success of the 1221 Heart Gateway. Your new heart and new cycle of love are in sight. Light codes, downloads, and co-creations with the Most High are being seeded in your womb chakra. Receive, isolate, rest, and remain grounded until the time is ripe. You and your womb chakra are safe, heavily guarded, and protected from entities and players. This is the completion of purification for the new you. Remain faithful in the understanding that your new partnership with the Most High is heaven's top priority. You are so very important and sacred to God and God's fruitful plan that is birthing through you in God's speed. I love you, beloveds. Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. Just after the life-shifting total solar eclipse, now another big cosmic event takes place as Chiron, the great asteroid in our solar system, moves direct. This leaves just one retrograde happening until mid-January. People could feel emotional and tired right now. This truly pulls on our heartstrings. Your inner mystic has been through a great evolution since mid-July. From ElizabethPeru.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Rest, integrate, expand. December 16, 2020, planetary conjunction. As the final days approach, to flow, your breath, your light, feel your multidimensional heart shining so bright, your light body, your crystalline awareness rising, your multidimensional self aligning. As the rapid expansion is accelerating, you'll feel these changes like a ripple effect through your light body. Be prepared to feel and see your multidimensional awareness as visions, flashes of insight. Daydreaming will expand your connection to the higher dimensions. To seek internal guidance as the call to go within is expanding, feel the sacred, powerful calling, aligning to every being. As awakened souls, know you are integrated within the crystalline light system of Gaia, connected to her energetic light field in a multidimensional capacity. So rest, integrate, and relax in the final light stages of the Great Awakening. Expand and connect to the multidimensional light realms. Be love, be light. Love equal unity. From KarenLithica.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Jupiter and Saturn, Anaretic. Mercury in Sagittarius, semi-sextile Pluto in Capricorn, and trine Eris retrograde in Aries. Both Jupiter and Saturn now sit at the very end of their journey in Capricorn, concentrating their energy. We may be super conscious of how certain structures either support or restrict us. Things that we thought might stay the same forever have changed. Castles fall, others are rebuilt. Think, what have you accomplished over the past 2.5 years? What do you understand better than you did a year ago? Our world has reshaped through a great crisis, our faith tried and tested. Now the final gifts of these hard lessons are falling into place. Mercury also tells us that speaking our minds could be a radical move towards opening much-needed discussion as we stand at the edge of a new era. If we're willing to own our shadow and respect opinions, even when we disagree, there's potential for a new understanding to blossom. Amplify the voices of those who have been excluded. From LeahWhitehorse.com, today from the Archangelic Calendar. Gaia is in Circe's will. Circe, our galaxy, acts upon the infinite universe's will. This motion manifests in a complicated setting as we are in a dense Earth setting. Even though we are firmly in the universal setting, the galaxy has its eyes firmly planted on the energies about to manifest on Earth. In other words, we are displaying the non-physical into the physical, in cooperation with the Earth, galaxy, and universe directly. All parts of ourselves are converging at this moment. This also coincides with a solar reset, which has just begun but not completed, and it will be accounted for in the next report. Many people call it the Christmas star. We call it infinity positioning, as it does not look the same from above as it does to the Earth's surface. The two halos make an infinity symbol in a certain angle. It is imperative to realize and conceptualize all perspectives possible and choose your best vantage point. This celestial event will provide a bank shot of energy from our local stars and cause a massive chain of intense energies to generate a positive chain reaction. While we are excited by the alignment of the cosmos, we are the ones who orchestrate such majesty, and thus it seems a touch anticlimactic for our legions. We know how this ends. We are many steps ahead of the masses. These times will seem procedural. There are galactic warriors from Andromeda who have arrived to help our legions. Their arrival is because they have seen our initiative and are confident they are acting on behalf of those who are the Earth's real keepers. We completely jumped ship, meaning the timeline we were initially on is completely gone. If you check back to what was, it's nothing but rubble. With the addition of the 3 new legions, we have achieved balance like never before. Regardless of what is happening elsewhere, feel good about what is taking place within, above, and below. Reversals in the feeling of time are coming in fast and furious. Archangel Daniel is a good reason for that, but our timeline shifts and micro-adjustments are palatable. If we wish to get into engineering, our motion is making our perspective of time change very rapidly, and thus our cognition is feeling other rhythms. 5D hodgepodge. We told you way back that the Schumann would eventually hit the hundreds. It seemed unbelievable at the time, but here we are. We also said that the tool would not be an accurate gauge because the recording instrument is beyond flawed. This would be another example. The former Israeli space security chief is trying to work some good press for the Galactic Federation. We will not get into the semantics of this, but we will say that they are a bit late in this admission. The star races they are announcing are the old guard and should not be confused with the Galactic Federation's revamped version. We have apologized in advance for the space traffic on the East Coast. Many news sources have picked up this story because it has the residents unnerved. Again, we say this is why we give a very advanced warning. The artificial sun will not go off without a hitch. If you live anywhere near this nuclear reactor, take every precaution with your general health. The radiation exuding from this artificial sun will be squashed by our intergalactic neighbors shortly. We would generally say this is something we should handle, but we have a group chomping at the bit to address this issue. Many people are about to see their soul contracts cashed in. If you have not already voluntarily helped Earth's progress, you are about to be of excellent service one way or another. This statement's dynamics will range significantly from exits to innovations. Regardless, this is a divinely orchestrated event. Archangel Raphael insists there is a good deal of illness coming from lack of oxygen. His suggestion is to become an amateur indoor botanist and create a mini jungle in your residence, and it will go a long way. The vortex formed over Peru is a helpful tool lent to us by the Anunnaki, the original inspiration of Machu Picchu. The crystals buried deep in the ancient structure are now active and functioning optimally. This vortex is an exit and entrance portal and can act as a stargate. Volcanic activity in Alaska is going to come forth like a tidal wave. The shift is going to affect the northernmost sections of the Earth significantly. Consequently, the Ring of Fire will also react to the activity in new and never-before-seen ways. This new movement is because the initiating action will be coming from a different area altogether. We must avoid areas where the flooring is lava, which will not be too hard to do. France and California are about to experience a shakeup. This is necessary to remove harmful residue from the pure aspects of energy buried beneath. Philosophical buffet. I have never been on an airplane, yet I have flown many times. I have never been in a boat, yet I have sailed all 7 seas. In spirit, there is no limit to where you can go. Physically, you are much more limited. Reach for a place in your mind with the same confidence you do when searching from recent memory, and you have arrived. The issue with calling the monoliths otherworldly is that galactic beings do generally not stop at Home Depot. These structures feature screws and raw building substances from the hardware store. This situation is going to become an embarrassing situation for many mediums who claim otherwise. To the builders of these shiny structures, may we suggest putting your building skills to great use. Build something useful like a shrine, garden, or a small residence. This parlor trick has a tremendous amount of effort across the globe. Imagine if this motion was a useful building project that benefits humanity instead of what it has become. You are not alone, but more than this, you are surrounded by the most powerful beings ever to exist. If this does not instill confidence, keep in mind that they guard a direct incarnation of infinitely expanding creator source with unlimited power. We must seek wisdom within ourselves on behalf of all life. Looking deep into your essence to see the connection we have with all life is very important to help know what is best for the collective. In other words, be the change on every dimension imaginable and look to your inner higher guidance on how to do so. Social media has taught so many to sensationalize themselves. This medium restricts genuine connection and only allows for egos to dance in the darkness with each other. Finding one's most authentic self requires the lens of natural sources and not the optical eye's sensationalism. The tools for today's assignments are in the link in the description below. The assignments for today are: it is essential to do a complete inventory of everything you feel. It is equally important to do a thorough ethereal scan that filters these feelings through your mind's eye and interprets what you are getting. Again, to perform an ethereal scan, gaze into reality with an observant third eye. It is beneficial to take a full inventory before proceeding. During your ethereal scan, you will see hands held in place with chains around their wrists. Check yourself first, then break those closest to you, and then the rest of humanity with an accurate strike with sword and shield. There is a part of ourselves that feels a bit of nausea about the lower timeline's uncertainty. It is best to look at this feeling and discern what it is deeply. There are evil intentions within the macro collective. Use a more specific ethereal scan and find any fragments scattered throughout your reality. This is simply residue. Once you locate the residue, create a funnel-style exit portal and sweep the areas surveyed. Then engulf all that you have surveyed with the following plasmas: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. To be noted, this is why toxic positivity is a dangerous notion. Pain in any form is a call for attention. When your foot hurts, pain lets you know where it is, and then you can deal with the issue. Such is all feeling on all dimensions. People are being marked unwillingly. We will call violations of free will and evoke the hand that feeds law. as we directly evoke a rapid solution, astral travel to the highest dimension possible, produce a violet flame, then smash into our Earth's physical reality with a mighty thrust. There are no evil beings who can handle any transmutational light codes at the moment. It is very wise to use rainbow light whenever you feel inclined. In a joint effort of cooperation, use the following light codes as well to engulf our physical reality: rainbow, white, pink, light blue, gold, red, yellow, green, silver, orange, rose gold, brown, black, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. Cities and areas in need of violet flame bath: Perth, Subnet, Hobart, Paris, San Antonio, San Juan, Little Rock, Pahala, El Salvador, Dove Creek, Guanica, Puerto Rico, Rio, Papua New Guinea, Rome, London, Melbourne, Perth, Sydney, New York City, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, Bali, Cape Town, Alexandria, Tanzania, Oslo, Nepal, Bali, Hanoi, Mumbai, and New Delhi. Perhaps we should create megalith overlays or new ones altogether. Using megalithic structures are tuning forks. It would be fantastic if the people who made these knew that, but they do not. These structures have screws, nuts, and bolts. If you cannot look past that and see the divine hand involved, regardless of if it's human or not, it's best to use new locations and create your own megalithic of light. If not, it may help inquiring minds to use the areas already suggested. Archangel Ansael and Archangel Metatron's containment cubes can be used by anyone with a pure heart. As an exercise of practice, do a specific eternal scan and place violet, green, and black boxes around all dark hearts. You can find a dark heart by their smoking blackish gray heart chakra. This effort will do many things both for humanity and the targets, all of which are incredibly positive. People need a reminder that their higher self is the divinity they seek, and they are never without hope. Place rainbow orbs from the sun on top of all the heads of pure hearts of this world. You can quickly identify a pure heart by its light aura and bright heart. Most people are in this category. The last three walls that humanity needs to break are symbolic to the mind's eye, but very real to the spirit's intentions. In front of our general reality, we have three pastel walls, one light blue, one magenta, and one gold. You will notice that the colors are not vibrant and faded because they are old and no longer serve us. Dissolve whatever is left of these structures with a sweeping rainbow breeze. Then we will erect walls of light with no boundaries so that anyone can walk through it if they choose to do so. The color scheme is the same, one light blue, one magenta, and one gold. This combination will help with the initial shock of the release and provide a comfort level within these boundaries. This wall is a meek wall with absolutely no restrictions from the higher dimensions, and this will ensure the divine hand is always one motion away. As far as anyone can remember, there have been human rights atrocities in Africa. The motherland of the earth has always been abused and mistreated. The Builders Legion has suggested building self-sustaining light sources throughout the continent. This structure is not a shrine or a pyramid, but a self-sustaining star. To form this power source, you must combine massive amounts of masculine and feminine energies into a concentrated light source. Start with a rainbow orb and blast it with equal parts of masculine and feminine energies from both hands. When the star is born, it will send you a shock wave. After you have firmly covered Africa with these, continue to place them around the world, especially in your close geographic positioning. We will bring a deep healing to Gaia and her children by engulfing the core of the earth in emerald green flame, emerald green plasma, emerald green light, green ray light, rainbow plasma, and rainbow light. It is a good general practice to leave the entirety of the earth in divine orchestrations as we finish up our work. Engulf the earth in the following flames: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, rainbow. Engulf the earth in the following lights: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, and rainbow. From the archangeliccalendar.com, and today from the Tzolk'in Times. Kin 2, white lunar wind. Lunar is the name for the number 2, and its key words are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. The second day of a wave spell can be a bit tricky because the number 2 is associated with challenge. I always say that the wave spell journey is like any other journey. It involves planning, consulting maps, and navigating your way. Day 2 is about removing obstacles so you may proceed. Think about this today. Bearing in mind we just started a new wave spell and a new spin of the Tzolk'in, these obstacles may involve things that could jeopardize your long-time plans if you don't deal with them. Today is white wind, which represents communication, breath, and spirit. Clearly, when white wind falls on a number 2 day, challenges with communication can be expected. Also consider it may be something you haven't said that has created an obstacle that is now in need of removing. Taking everything into consideration that has to do with the journey you are on right now, what words can polarize your challenge? The enchanting white wizard is the guide for today, which could mean one of two things. Either communications become challenging because we are put under a spell, or by using our own charm, our communication can induce a spell over others. It's up to you. Although it can be hard to keep on your toes when wizard is in a strong position, as we can experience a bit of surrealism. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. White lunar wind, kin 2, 16 December 2020. Breathing new life. 16-12-2020 equals 16-12-22 equals 734 equals 77 equal 14 equal 5. 7-7 magic portal. 16 the tower struck by lightning. 7 magic, mystic, spiritual initiation. 12 acquiring strength and wisdom. 3 Holy Spirit, joy, creativity. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth. 5 change, transformation, freedom, liberation. Kin 2 twins, partner, cooperation. A very powerful divine portal day, where the winds of change are guiding us to magically transform through the guidance of Father God. Day 2 in the Red Mother Dragon wave spell, where we are incubating in the womb of creation. We are being guided to focus on nurturance and compassion for ourselves and others and our planet, realizing the importance of self-love and the giving and receiving of unconditional love in order to grow and flourish and be born anew. Once we have been birthed by our mother, we connect with our new environment by taking our first breath as newborns and being faced with the challenges of starting afresh as a fledgling in a foreign new world, finding our way back home to our connection with our source once again. And so our journey of growth and discovery begins, in a world filled with polarity challenges, creating the friction for greater growth. Tone of creation, lunar tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. A day filled with questioning the challenges that befall you, preventing you from fully connecting and communicating with spirit and your relationships with others, and the physical realm in which you reside. Polarity reveals your conflicts, struggles, and the apparent separation from Father, Mother, God, created by your belief in duality. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliance. In cooperation, all polarities serve as backgrounds for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Examine the polarity of male and female within yourself. Explore your divine feminine and masculine aspects. Has any part of you been suppressed from giving or receiving divine love and nurturance? It is real to communicate your true inner being and allowing more nurturance and love to flow into your life. Do not hide parts of yourself, compartmentalizing fragments of your soul. No longer can we wear the masks of duality. It is time to take off all your masks that you have been hiding behind and be whole again, fully embracing the love you deserve. The authentic you is a true conduit for spirit, a spark of the divine. There is no separation. Allow the breath of spirit to flow through you, guiding your journey, assisting you in making wise decisions and delivering sage advice to others in your community. As others feel and sense the divinity in you through your expression, they in turn feel safe, loved, protected, and guided by this mystical, unifying force we call God. Be open and receptive to the increased flow of communication from Spirit today, through channeling ideas and messages, writing, painting, drawing, speaking, singing. The solutions come forth through allowance, being still and receptive, opening your communication channels so that the Spirit messages are received loud and clear. Open your heart and mind to allow Great Spirit to flow through your vessel, guiding your divine enchantment today. Today's question is, what is blocking you from fully connecting, listening, and allowing Spirit to work its magic through you as a divine conduit? Divine blessings to opening your divine channels to the magic of Spirit. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 2, White Lunar Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to communicate. Stabilizing breath, I seal the input of Spirit. With the lunar tone of challenge, I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this powerful day of navigating beyond time and space, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. And we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for your support on Patreon, your pledges, and your donations. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light, Karen White, for your pledge and support on Patreon. I'd like to also thank and welcome Divine Angel of the Light, Nurten, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Alitha Taliaferro, for your pledge and support on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a pledge at patreon.com/primedisclosure. Along with the video I'm making, working on for our supporters on Patreon with the great white spirit horse that I connected with on the second day in Death Valley. It was the second herd, this beautiful mare. It's funny, the word mare, the female adult horse for Mary, Maria, Marie, like Mary Magdalene, the sacred vessel of the Holy Spirit. And that's exactly what this horse represents to me. When you see her and feel the energy and the vibration, the frequency coming from this beautiful white horse in the desert, and you could see in the distance in the pictures and the video others of the herd that were standing in rank and very aware of what was going on in the sacred connection and union of myself and this beautiful mare, one of the most beautiful creatures I've ever witnessed in many timelines. The other night, a couple nights ago, I channeled a meditation I call the Golden Spiral that hopefully will be the first guided meditation that my sacred condor and I transmit to all of you, and we will post it to Patreon for our supporters there as an extra gift, an extra thanks for those that are making pledges and help us continue our work and to be able to create our visions and manifest the healing retreat centers and sustainable communities around the world. This is just the beginning stages. We have many great things to come for all of you, but we need the support of the collective to make this happen, to make these dreams come to fruition. So thank you everyone that is supporting us and for your continued support. We appreciate each and every one of you. So I may have found a temporary place, an apartment I could stay for the next 6 months till I can figure out my next move, my next step, and to work on manifesting a home for myself and my Soul Star family. So we appreciate all your prayers and sending your light to make this happen. I'll give you all an update in the next couple days and let you know if I secure this place and get out of Hotel California once and for all. Hallelujah. Can I get an amen? So I'd like to take a moment and also thank Nurten for your extra donation on top of your pledge. Thank you, Angel of the Light. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Kaylin Ryan, for your donation today. We appreciate everything and everyone, all the help that we can get. Namaste. Okay, Angels of the Light, this is what you've all been waiting for. The sacred message, this sacred story, sacred poem from Mama Bear. And this has the beat, the rhythm of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, so I'm going to do my best to transmit the energy coming through this. And she's titled it Solstice, spelled Soulstace. And there's a reason and purpose for this, which will come to you in the resonance of this story. I like to say solstice or solstice, the soul, which is connected to the sun, soul, also the soul within us. Stace or stas, stis, stiche, stache, depending linguistically and what culture, is the stillness of the soul, the stillness of the sun within the still center. So we begin the story, this great parable from Mama Bear. 'Twas the dark night of the solstice, when all through the earth not a creature was suffering, not even at birth. The children were hugging their moms in their heads, while visions of sugar plum fairies danced in their beds. With mother in her headdress and I in my gown, we just tuned the dial to divine healing sound. The stalkings had ceased, now all beings shall flow, in hopes that source energy soon would be known. Out in the realms there arose such a shatter, I sprang from the earth to become one with matter. When what to my wandering soul should appear, a 7-step rainbow, disillusion of fear. Red sprang from her cell and burst into love. Orange rained down our spirits, rebirth from above. Yellow shone rays, activating our code. Green gave us natural beauty, thus lightening our loads. Blue bathed us in divine light, we answered the call. Indigo formed our alliance with all. Violet created and cradled, transcended we all. Happy solstice, earth children, we've torn down the wall. Vibrations of healing remained in the night. Safe journey to all, and to all second sight. Aho, thank you, Mama Bear. I love you, Madre. And peace be with you all, and feel the energy. You can listen to that over and feel the vibration, the frequency, the codes coming through the consciousness of the awakened and the awakening, and feel into the energy and let go into whatever arises, and be in the peace and the love and the light of divine creator source. Keep walking your sacred path with heart, and keep your visions of the new earth, and hold the line, hold the form, bringing the formless into form. Keep your visions alive, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Beautiful beings of light, we love you all. Namaste.